What?
Not the most consequential. Well, Lid's looking for a famous gang timing.
Oh, here we go again. The kick on in. We've all seen this one before, trying to trade onto Khan, but it will not happen. And
That's a lot of magic damage, Varus. A bit of magic damage usually too. And this is on hit Varus, by the way, not lethality, is top lane.
trying to trade it back. Khan does have flash, but he gets demolished immediately. As OK Joker gonna get kicked in the wall into that Chains of Corruption, but he's gonna be stunned down as well. He's using literally everything just to try to survive. And now we have the perfectly timed ultimate from Braum. But too much damage on Navarez means that actually it will be a trade. 1 for 1, but now the mid laner's coming on in. Dove gonna get kicked on, and in goes Clint looking for that play, but he's gonna have to back away. Khan with the empowered Q. Does he have the damage? The big one for Faker from downtown. Not getting Faker back out of the karma anymore. I'm sure makes people happy already. This might not make Summit too happy, but the kick goes awry. Do they have enough damage anyway, as Summit does not have it ganked again by Clid, but perhaps I spoke too soon, as here we go again. He's gonna miss that Q though. And stun comes down onto Khan, which means that it's gonna be a 2 for 1 here. Perhaps, as Summit is thinking about getting on in, their effort is gonna come down and try to help out. Interesting unbreakable angle there, but Virus trying to come in here and snipe, and he will. Teddy gonna pick up that one from downtown as well. Meanwhile, on the top lane, well, Faker's looking for a play here, potentially. Okay. Dove wants it right now. He's getting on in there. He's got a bunch of friends coming with him as well. Faker in so much trouble.
Chat is lamenting the fact that he's sick. Lamenting means to be kind of sad and wistful about. As Dove wasn't just going in feeling a solo kill that wasn't coming. He knew his boy on.
He's getting in there even. And, well, Khan, he's got a lot of speed here. And he's taking an insane amount of damage. Oh, boy.
Team fight flanks.
Oh, this is disgusting. Please.
That could do a big play. So, what is going to happen through all of this? Going to try and steal an Infernal. They do.
And there you go. Sandbox picks it up. Khan wants it, but he's not really able to. Nice Chains of Corruption, but perfect stopwatch timing. He's gonna flash away and get out of here. In goes Faker, but I'm not sure about that big package. Nobody wanted to see that one. He's all alone. He's TPing out of here. And will they have the damage? Yes, they do, as the TP also gonna go on cooldown.
Summit's back to where he likes to be. It's whacking Khan in the face, but Teddy's here.
Teddy's here. Teddy doesn't have Chains of Corruptions. Khan stunned again, and one auto is gonna do it, as Summit will get the 1v1 down. Oh, and he's got that big Phantom Dancer shield, trying to go 1v1 onto Teddy, but he will go down. But the Baron is gonna go the way.
Waiting for it here. He knows where Summit is for now.
All right, looking for the kick here on a Dove. Another Zhonya's comes in, and that's gonna be the timing they needed with Top Kent, and the shield's coming in. Sandbox will be pushing big time.
Had the else SKT victory. Shield up. It's taken Sandbox being pretty inspired with a draft that clearly they had no interest revealing any of 2 days ago as they lived over a KT roster. A lot of baiting to happen here. Faker thought there was a kill to be gotten. He misjudged it. The great man can make mistakes like the rest of us. That one was a whoopsie. The TP was on the closer side to completing, but unfortunately another cooldown donated to Sandbox.
You can see Khan's trying to force it at this point. He's like, okay, let me try to go for it. Teddy went the long way around and kind of baited Khan into that one, to be perfectly honest. Thankfully, he did get the kill.
That is a big deal.
Well, this is one way to try to do it, force a fight against the Karma. Faker nearly able to do it.
Oh, this could be a big moment. This would be a 5v5.
And SKT, they know they have to go for it. The lanes are pushing in mid and bottom. Khan in the front line, stunned, but he is able to get that pull off. But it just doesn't matter. On fleek, though, the jungler is going to go down. Faker pretty low at this point, but Click can always threaten the smite steal.
Until spellbook, but no smite on Joker.
He's the same level as Clid. See if he can actually switch to it here. We're trying to stop the base as well as Faker's back at home. They just want to zone Clid out, and Clid a little bit too low. He can't get in range. That's going to be the Elder going the way of Sandbox. They're looking for more. And Summit's going over the wall. He's critting them down, and Dove will pick up the triple kill as he flashes over. No Hema Plague here on Khan. It's going to basically be up to Faker, but the shields are going to be quite good.
He coming in.
He comes in. That will net them their first Nexus turret, but they need those minions to come in. They're going to be relying on Summit to do that damage with the auto attack.
They're not looking to end, it looks like.
Oh boy, taking it really slow, and with the Elder, with the burn.
There's a certainty they'll take the certain Baron over the likely.
After winning the fight, getting a bunch of kills, might as well group up with the Baron buff.
Here is the replay. The reason Onfleek died is he put everything into Faker, and Faker was out of the fight, one way or the other. So, could argue it was largely worth, even though it made this play really hard to actually get the Elder. Faker stayed in base in order to deal with the super minions pushing onto the Nexus. Got all very close, but intelligent target selection meant that Clid was never healthy enough to get into smite range, so even though there was no smite from Tom Kent, it didn't matter. We saw a triple kill this late in, and we assumed it was over. It is not. And there
saw him coming in. Now on Fleek in a little bit of trouble. He has GA, and Big Boy Summit comes in. He's going to help keep his ally safe.
Draft has never been about a true 5v5 by Sandbox. So how do they play this out? Onfleek wants to W the waves and get a bit of life back.
Summit attacked Lee Sin once. He lost 25% of his health. And we have an Azir in this game. He does it again to Faker. The crits are real, but down will go the GA. Is it going to matter? Hemoplate comes in. But the shields look pretty big, and those SKT health bars are pretty low. In goes Faker. He immediately gets dunked down. And Sandbox are going to be able to take this game number 1. At 40 minutes in.
What an intriguing game number 1 between Sandbox and SKT. And here is something to remember. Summit was mercilessly camped in the early game here. At one point was 1-4, I believe, and still was able to prosper.
0-4.
With his ability to play side lanes, got that trade. Didn't look like it would ever happen. Hemoplague was on cooldown, we remember. And then it still became about his side lane pressure. We presumed dead his hopes of being relevant on the Kennen. How wrong we were as Sandbox. Go for the Kha'Zix, go for the Karma bot lane, and they make it all work. And now they're one game away of saying, well, here's to you, Dumb One Gaming, and Griffin, you're gonna have to work to finish first.
That's really the message they're trying to send. They want to give themselves the best chance of at least getting into the best seed possible. So a 2-0 would be pretty nice if they can pull it off. We were looking at the stats before, and I think it was if Dom1 got a 2-1 victory, they would still get ahead of Sandbox.
Head-to-head.
Yeah, because of the head-to-head tiebreaker.
Any victory for Griffin, and they are guaranteed first. It's an uphill battle, and yet, isn't it nice 1 week before playoff starts to see Sandbox with new ideas, with being able to execute trickier comps than just scaling? Even if they end third, which is the worst case scenario for Sandbox, they cannot fall lower than third. They get to watch a wildcard match next Wednesday, and they get to prepare for a best-of-5 on Friday, knowing that they just put together a pretty impressive draft, and everyone now is sitting there being
4 a.m. putting on my shoes, gotta get outside, gotta leave this room. There's just too many things that remind me of you. The empty streets light up in your neon signs always give me some peace of mind, but they don't seem to work tonight.